Interstate 25, as you can see from the sign coming up, Albuquerque is at 134 miles. But we're not going there. We're actually not going very far from it, though. What, we have like 80 miles to go?
Yeah.
So...
Well, no, because we have a lot of ours is heading
Oh, that's
east,
right, that's right.
where we turn off here, yeah. Right below Socorro is where we turn.
Right. We have taken a diversion into Bosque del Apache
National Wildlife Refuge.
So we were at Whitewater Draw in Arizona. That's the largest area for sandhill cranes in Arizona. But I believe here is one of the largest overall for sandhill cranes in the winter months.
And certainly if you're in the New Mexico area or you're in Texas and you're a birder, a lot of my friends come out here to Bosque del Apache for the birding. This is a really big spot for that. So we're going to take the auto tour through there once we get down there.
I don't know if you can see ahead, a little bit to the right, this mound of earth. Maybe Carol will get her phone out and do that. We've been trying to figure out if that's man-made because it's just this circle. But anyway, we don't know what the heck that is. We saw it from the highway.
It's a little plateau.
Yeah. And it's round.
We don't know why.
Also, it's almost perfectly round. So we have 9 miles to the Bosque del Apache Refuge.
Could not resist this cool railroad bridge.
And those beautiful trees in the back. I love those trees. We are in the refuge now. However, I'm not sure how far out we are from the road that takes us back into the wetland area. So we just drove into Bosque del Apache, and wow. It's too bad I don't have a polarized lens on the camera, but I saw this scene here. You hear the water maybe. This water here, you can see all the grass stuff growing underneath. Well, we are starting the loops, plural, around Bosque del Apache.
To keep our eyes open for wildlife. There were 3 deer back there, but...
Yeah, that was kind of interesting as we kind of went back to get a brochure to kind of figure out what loops to take here and such. And unfortunately, neither one of us had cameras out, and this hawk, I mean, it not only flew along the kind of edge of the water and this little canal over to the right, which is filled with water, but then it practically flew right over us. I mean, or right next to us. So they're little ducks.
Are they little ducks? Some little kind of duck?
I have to get out and get a picture. So there's Carol out there walking through the grasses to photograph. And what's going to happen is she's going to be complaining about all the stickers in her socks or pants. I thought these trees were really pretty. I love trees. We stopped here at this lookout. I got a few shots of some ducks, but they were so far away. They're so small. I almost doubt that I'll show them unless when I can enlarge them enough to see them without ruining the quality. A photographer at work. Trigger is not allowed out of the car here. Shades of green at the lower ends of the darker bushes, and then red at the upper. Just get some of this charred ground here. Back on the road at Bosque del Apache.
Back on the loop.
I just really like the
Black trees,
The black trees, the yellow grass.
the red grass.
So you know what's going to happen here. We're going to drive around. Uh-oh.
No, it didn't have much in it, thank God.
Just went down your pants.
I know it's not.
What I was going to say is we're going to drive around this whole thing and see nothing but these little ducks.
The sandhill cranes and snow geese are here over the winter, and as I understand that by this time, late March, they're probably already gone. When we hit Whitewater Draw in southern Arizona, it's always earlier in March, and so we managed to see quite a few. And there's all sorts of video that you will already have seen from there.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing too is that there's water over here to the right, or is that just sand again?
That's water, and there was a crane or a heron or something back there.
Interesting looking one. There he goes.
Coming up to John's favorite trees.
I love these trees.
Sugar gets all excited. He thinks we're seeing something.
See, I would have taken this drive just for these trees. The lesson from this is maybe this isn't the time of year to come to Bosque del Apache, but it's still beautiful in here.
What I read is in the summer, they let the shallowed water areas dry out. It's a really good time for like raptors and other mammals like coyotes and javelinas, that sort of thing in here. So if you find yourself here in the summer, it's worth coming through. Really pretty. Hiking trails are really nice.
We're continuing our loop here. Now we're going on to the north loop. It is interesting how they have some areas are closed right now, which may be a result of nesting or something of that nature, or just because they can.
And I don't know if this got on tape the last time, but you see the numbers on the side of the road. You can get an audio tour guide at the visitor center.
So far, pretty much all we've seen are ducks.
Lots of different kinds of ducks.
Yeah. Teals. I think Carol saw some cinnamon teal.
There was a heron.
There was one heron, but it is absolutely gorgeous in here. Hopefully you're getting a good view of just how gorgeous it is in here.
I can imagine during the season that this place could get really crowded.
I'm going to turn this off for a while and probably turn it back on in a little while. Wild turkeys. Got something bigger than a duck or a coot. Interesting, whatever these guys are. I don't think they're cinnamon teals. Interesting looking now.
I love it when they all have their butts up in the air.
Seems like we're having a migration here to the left. We have a parade into the water, maybe. Well, that was Bosque del Apache. It was disappointing that we didn't see more birds. We saw the turkeys and some kind of geese or duck. And then just the ground, the area is just absolutely gorgeous. I just hope the videos we did do it justice. I mean, it was just a pleasure to go through there. We were in there for over 2 hours. We're traveling here on US 380. We turned off I-25. Was that what we were on?
Yep.
Yeah, I-25. And so we're cutting east right now towards Corzoso, New Mexico. We just passed the Trinity site, which If you're not familiar with that, that's where the first atomic bomb was ever detonated. And there's really not anything to see there. There was a sign. We kind of stopped and looked at it, read it. Not particularly informative, and there were no blown up houses or melted mannequins or whatever to see. We're headed for a camp area. We're not really sure where we're going to camp tonight. We're going to try to look for a boondock spot again. There's some BLM land just short of the Valley of Fires recreational area. So we're going to try to maybe drive up that and see what we can find.
Yep.
Shall we?
We shall see.
We're not on BLM yet, unless it's padlocked.
Does it say property? What? Private
property.
You'd have to drive in it a ways to get to the BLM. See? I mean, it doesn't have like a bigger sign, you know? So.
Well, it's padlocked.
Sure as heck got a padlock.
It is private land here, but it goes out to
Goes out to BLM.
And generally,
It's always a little. Well, we saw that yesterday, didn't we? We were saying like maybe contact BLM and see like what's the rule about that.
or driving through the lava beds here. I've camped here probably 5 or 6 times now.
I've been here, what, 2 or 3, I guess?
I don't see any spots open yet. This may be an interesting evening. We are getting in kind of late. Valley of Fires. This is a BLM recreation area.
And it's a Friday, so it's hard to say.
Doesn't look too good so far. They do have great showers here. They have a great restroom. It's heated, which is excellent. And as I remember, the showers are great. So,
Yep, not looking very promising here.
there are sites all the way back. So,
Yep, we will drive all the way back and look.
yeah, the weekends.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever driven out this far. Looks like more stuff.
Tent camping. No motorhomes or trailers. I don't know if they would run us out or not.
Yeah.
There's a pop-up.
I don't know.
Nobody's run him out. Well, that's a good sign. Although, we're seeing a lot of tents. This could be available.
Well, we're in our camp spot now and haven't really set the camper up all the way yet. But yeah, so Valley of Fires, a recreation area. I just looking, and these cactus behind our camp here are all backlit and they look pretty cool. So I thought I'd give you guys a shot of it. A cholla. Another cholla. Pretty grasses here and a prickly pear up there.